Ho ho buddies, welcome to Borderline Games. I'm Gareth, and today we're playing Paranormasight, a new series on the Borderline Games channel. I'm here with Vicky Hodgkin. How are we doing? It's Plum Bomb Pancakes.
Hi, I was thrown by the full name usage. I like to keep it on the DL on the internet.
Do you?
I've already had multiple stalkers. Just from appearing on your channel.
Yeah. Well, it is really popular.
Yeah. I've been on 3 shorts, and since then it's been going wild.
It's got crazy quick. Have you got anything you want to say?
I'm sick of going viral. Oh, today everybody is Gareth's birthday. He told me beforehand that I wasn't allowed to mention it, not because he's like one of those weird modest people, but because apparently this won't come out on YouTube for several months, so it might actually be Christmas. But right now it's July and it's his birthday, and he's 40 today. And everyone's very proud of him. Nobody thought he was going to live this long, and he did it. He proved everyone wrong.
Yeah, I don't know why nobody thought I'd get to 40.
Well, 35 was like, if we're lucky.
Yeah.
He
barely got to that.
Some nice presents, and he got
some other nice presents.
Some money, where he's going to buy himself some other nice presents.
Yeah.
And one of his gifts is me streaming with him today.
Yes.
Because I'm
cashing that in now.
Very against modern technology, and in particular streaming. I think that...
So one thing we've not talked about is how Vicky's Amish.
Yeah.
Yeah, she has the hat, she has the
beard.
We're
corrupting the children. And, I mean, I'll have to flay myself after this as a punishment whilst I recite, I don't know, the Lord's Prayer. How many prayers do you know?
I don't think I know the Lord's Prayer.
Our Father who art in heaven.
No, we recited it in school for a bunch.
Yeah, so how do you not know it?
Well, it's not ingrained into my memory.
And I know that bedtime prayer.
Let me see how far I get through. No, don't help me with any of it, and we'll just see.
Okay.
Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. And then I know that it's like, thy kingdom come.
Correct.
And then, our world's begun.
Nope.
Give us your daily bread.
Nope. Close that bit though.
I'm checking you out on Threads.
Yeah, that's
I haven't followed any of the Twitters that you've sent me.
It's amazing that you don't know it.
Yeah, I don't.
Given that you do it at school all the time.
I'm not in school, I've told you. I'm not in school anymore.
I went through a, religious phase, which makes me... As in, when I was a child, I was like, oh yeah, look at me, I go to Sunday school, and now I'm going to get confirmed. Because they had sleepovers and stuff. Look, I was from a small village.
It suddenly makes sense as to how you know the Lord's Prayer.
We didn't do the Lord's Prayer, really.
How do you know it then?
My nan was Catholic, and my other nan had Lord's Prayers around the house as well.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, everyone knows the Lord's Prayer. We did it in school all the time, and that one that you have to do before bed. As I lay down to sleep, I pray the Lord my soul to keep.
I think we're discovering that you were profoundly religious as a child. Didn't do that.
I definitely wasn't.
What about?
I mean, my nan was religious, but
thank you, Lord, for the food that you give us and that stuff. Did you do that?
No, what was that one? No, I didn't. Didn't pray before eating.
Did you ever pray in the hope that something would go right?
Yeah, but only in the, hey God, if you make it so, I don't know, this kid doesn't hit me, I promise I'll pray tonight, or I'll do something good.
I promise that I'll pray again to say thank you.
Yeah, because the only time I ever prayed was with requests, hey, stop this bad thing happening, and I promise I'll be good.
If you promise, if you make it snow tonight.
Oh yeah, and I don't have to go to school tomorrow. I promise that I'll spread the word of our Lord Jesus Christ, and then I'd have to spend the next day knocking around our neighbours, telling them about God.
Mm-hmm.
Nightmare.
Nightmare.
Did you not pray like that as well?
Yeah, I think I did.
But not real praying.
No,
I think
just,
when I went...
I guess it's just kind of wishful thinking, and you didn't...
Yeah.
Like, you were... Like, teachers and parents unwittingly gave you...
They directed you to God.
Yeah, like an outlet for wishful thinking and an explanation that it would work. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And then as I got a bit older, I then prayed to dead people rather than... Hang on, that sounded weird. What I mean is, I suppose you are kind of praying to dead people that way. But what I mean is, like, relatives I have that have died, I would then be like, hey, dead relative, make this happen today, and I don't know, I'll visit your grave. Well, I didn't do that as a...
So, like, a dead relative was just the persona for what God was before?
Yeah, like they're watching over us.
That makes sense, I guess. I don't think I ever did that so much.
It was all bargaining, that's what it was.
Yeah.
But when I decided I wanted to drink bread and wine at a church, I had to go to, like, to be confirmed, you have to, like, learn things and pass an exam.
Right. Before you got to drink.
Before, the only way you're allowed to have the wine
and eat bread.
The wafer was if you pass a test. And it was like a big thing that you and loads of other kids learning, and you have like sleepovers and parties, and I just decided to do it because, one, I wanted to drink the bread and wine, and two, I liked all the sleepovers and like hanging out with people while still learning about God. I don't think any of us were religious, but loads of us did it.
Yeah.
And then I got to pick an extra middle name.
You all did it for like a sense of community, or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I think you could replicate that without religion, but I guess religion is funded, and like just being nice to one another isn't funded.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, which is a real shame.
Yeah, like we should have started a being nice to each other's club and then
we could call it a religion.
Yeah.
But it's not one of those religions where we're like mean to people that are slightly different to us. Or if we don't approve of them. We approve of everyone who's not nasty.
Yeah, we can say that for sure.
Yeah, it does exclude a lot of religious people though, unfortunately. Unintentionally nasty to people that are different to them. Whereas I believe that God has touched all of us.
Me too.
In that way. Okay.
Paranormasight.
Is it a scary game?
I don't know. Let's find out.
It is called Paranorm.
Norm! Squarey necks. Ah, you're here. Welcome. Welcome. Oh, hello. I've been eagerly awaiting your arrival. Oh, hello. I can now try and alter my voice a little bit.
Allow me to introduce myself. I am the storyteller. Pleased to make your acquaintance. I shall be your guide going forward. Now then, before we begin our story, there are several things I must bring to your attention.
He reminds me of the man from that film that used to frighten me. Carol Ann.
Yeah, what is that?
The preacher man.
Yeah.
With the long coat and the hat. Oh.
What is that? There's 3 of them, right?
Maybe even 4.
First, this game uses autosave.
It's the name for a ghost. Begins with a poltergeist.
Poltergeist.
The game will automatically save at regular intervals, so you may stop playing at any time.
Your voice has changed.
I know. Saving is a very important element of games. It is the only way to keep your memories in place.
Why is it I liked the other one?
If you do not wish to rely on autosave alone, you can also save manually via the menu. Next, please look at the upper right of the screen. This is the menu button. From here you can check the text log, view useful files and switch auto mode on and off. You can also adjust the brightness, volume and other settings in the options menu.
Everyone's glad we're talking about this.
For instance, if there's a voice you would prefer not to hear, you can mute it by setting the voice volume to 0.
Oh, that's handy for narration purposes.
Yeah, maybe. We could do that, maybe. But he's not talking right now.
I suggest you check the brightness controls and other settings now before going on.
Gareth, I can hear him talk.
Oh, you can?
Can't you?
No. I've been sat here in silence this whole time.
I'll explain other essential functions when the time is right. There's one thing I wish to confirm before we continue. That's not the right R, is it? It's more like, It would feel strange to go on without knowing your name. Please, tell me what I may call you.
Virith.
Virith.
That's a combination of mine and Gareth's name. Or we could be Gartoria.
What? Oh.
It did a spooky thing.
No. Oh, how rude of me. Please pardon my mistake. I was sure that's what you said, but it seems I was wrong. What came over me? Let me try again. You wish to be called Virith? I see, very good. I seem to have gotten it right this time.
Spooky man.
Alright. Now that we've been properly introduced, let us begin our story.
What is this music?
It's nice, isn't it?
Yeah, is it Jewish?
I don't think it's Jewish.
No, do you know what I mean? It's like got that...
It just kind of sounds waltzy, doesn't it? I mean, I guess there's definitely like a klezmer element to it.
From antiquity to present day, regardless of how society and civilization evolve, death has been a constant presence that none have ever escaped. Whether it's one's own or that of someone close, death is always a difficult thing to accept. This is an immutable reality, a value shared by all no matter the age in which they live. In fact, oral traditions reflecting people's...
What did I say?
You said oral, I was just repeating it.
It's just funny, isn't it? It's a funny word.
Because it's like sexual.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, it's doing humour.
Reflecting people's fears and prayers regarding death still remain. I have to put a trigger warning in the description. Ghosts, spirits, and so on. Similarly, in attempt to defy death, many curses, rituals, and customs have been born from burning spirit incense to summoning the souls of the dead.
Apologies for the snoring noises in the background. That's not me, it's our dog Bilbo.
Yeah, Vicky hasn't gone to sleep.
That's so loud. I wonder whether it is picked up.
It might be, but it's alright, we can deal with it.
Yeah,
some of those secret arts are still being passed down to this day. On that note, Virith, this may seem rather abrupt, but is there someone you wish to bring back from the dead?
Oh, yes, there is actually.
What if you had one chance to use the secret art of resurrecting the dead?
I've got someone.
Yes, if you had the power to bring someone back to life, one time, and only one time, what would you do, Virith?
I'd use it even if I had to sacrifice myself. Even if I had to sacrifice someone, I'd use it if it came at no cost. I wouldn't want it, let someone else have it. Or what do we think?
Oh, if it was real life, what would I think? I think I'd use it if it came at no cost. Because I was thinking of bringing a relative back. Who are you thinking of bringing back?
Probably a relative.
Which relative? You can guess who my relative is.
One of yours, yeah.
Would you bring one of mine back?
Yeah, probably.
Oh, that's nice. Would you bring my male relative?
Yeah, I probably would do. The most relatives that I know that have died...
They were old.
They were kind of at the end of their life. And not, I would love to see them again. But...
They'd die pretty soon anyway, surely.
Probably.
Be like, oh, thanks, you brought me back for a couple of weeks.
Yeah, I guess they kind of died of old age in a way.
Yeah, I'd
I'm
only
going to say
do
the
it
third
if it
one, is that
came
alright?
at no cost, because I don't know anyone young enough that I would sacrifice myself for. No, I'd use it if it came at no cost. What would you do?
I'd use it if it came at no cost. I think that's what I'm going to pick.
Nothing's for free, is it?
I see. Very interesting. Yes, that's what I thought you'd say.
Oh, we're predictable.
What seems to be the matter?
How do you know I had a matter?
You want to know what this box that's been sitting here is?
It's a
TV. It's quite the curious thing, isn't it? This is called a colour television. The world I will be sending you to is full of devices such as this that do not exist in the age you're from. Oh. In this era, a colour television can be found in nearly every household.
Why are you saying it so weird?
That's just how he says it.
Oh,
That is not all. For example, If a person should wish to contact someone while they are out of their home,
He says home, not home.
they use public telephones like this that can be found all over the city. Can you imagine what life would be like in such a timere?
Do it with
I'd
every
be thrilled
word.
to have you continue this story, Verith. After all, that is why you came here, no? So, let us begin. I've kept you waiting long enough. I present to you Paranormasight, a bizarre tale surrounding the curse known as the Rite of Resurrection. A peculiar yarn ensnaring 9 men and women in a fierce fight for their lives as it unravels. Some of the characters appear within surely share your views on the Rite of Resurrection. I see, appearing within, surely share your views. Okay, cool, I got it. I imagine those who have lost someone dear to them will feel particularly strongly about it, clinging to it as their last desperate hope. The first I shall introduce, a man named Shogo Oke, is one of them. Okay. Persons of interest updated.
Oh.
Breaking news.
I wanted to read about Shogunogi.
I pressed A initially and I thought it would take me through, and it didn't,
Press
so maybe I
Y?
need to select it. We'll look at it in one sec.
Oh.
I wonder what it could be at such a time.
Early this morning, the body of a drowned man was discovered at a park in Samida City. Police have identified the body as Shogo Oki, a 25-year-old man who worked at a company in the area. As signs of a struggle were found, the Samuda police suspect foul play and have launched an investigation.
Oh, excuse me, please pay no mind to what you've just seen. Goodness! You very nearly saw something that would have spoiled the story. Just pretend you did not see that. Let us turn back time, back a smidge, and start again from there. So he's supposedly dead?
Is he sacrificing himself to revive another?
Maybe. How tragic. Do you understand? You saw nothing. You know nothing.
You are nothing.
You want nothing. This story is a work of fiction. All locations, characters, organizations, legends, etc. that appear in this game have no relation to reality.
Just like you.
That's right. And don't you forget it. Square Enix presents.
So we've got to
Kind
start
of fun
again.
so far. It's kind of
Yeah,
funny.
I like it.
Shogo? Shogo, are you alright? You alright in the head,
Shogo, are
love?
you alright? Are you alright? Are you alright, Shogo?
Oh, okay, it's a girl, is it? Or is
Yeah.
it a boy?
That's a girl.
Do you want to do her?
Okay. Hey, can you hear me?
Huh?
Who's her?
Oh, I see. It must be the protagonist.
Hey, that's not a proper answer. It's a Shogo Oki. What do you think you're doing falling asleep here? You gave me quite the shock.
Shooketh.
Come on now, up with you. Up. Yup. Maybe Yoko's a dog. Okay, and
Down.
there. How's that? All right? Is this Yoko and John Lennon?
Yeah, I think so.
Do you feel dizzy? Have a headache? Oh, your humour's off balance.
I'm fine, I think. There's definitely nothing wrong with my humours, though my head's still a little fuzzy.
I don't know, I don't think you're very funny.
Office worker Shogo Oki.
Uh-oh, that doesn't sound good. Turn your head around a little bit. See if you can walk alright.
When the game is in your control, drag the screen or move the right stick to look around. Try looking around your surroundings now.
Check out her feet.
I can't go any lower than this.
Oh.
The game's already predicted that's what we do. You can look right up at the sky though. Alright, done it? Okay, hang on.
You can also turn your head... Did you jump so much your headphones fell off?
No, I put my head on the table in disgrace. Go on.
Good, good. You seem to be fine. What a relief. That frightened our dogs. Do you remember anything like where we are or what we were doing?
Or the Rite of Resurrection? Is that what we're doing?
I don't
Should
know.
do that. Let's do that one because
Okay.
that is at least an interesting response.
Huh? Wait a second. When did I tell you about that?
Oh.
I mean, I guess I must have, seeing as you know that name, but weird. Okay, so Yoko sacrifices us.
Oh.
Anyway, you still seem a little out of it. Why don't you look around a bit more?
Okay, I'm going to brace myself this time. Look around and select things you want to investigate. You can converse with people by selecting their faces. Surroundings. Where are we? Oh, right, this is Sumida City, Tokyo. We're at Kinshibori Park near Kinshiko Station. Yoko brought me here saying she needed my help with something important. It's just past midnight. That explains why there's nobody else around. Okay, there we go, that's what we do. Let's have a look at the things we missed then, so... Oh my god. No.
We don't need to...
No.
No.
Okay, no. Okay. How to play, we're fine with that. And then this is the park.
Opened 1950, conveniently close to the station and surrounded on all sides by roads. This paved park is a popular spot for people to meet or relax or to do rituals to bring back the dead.
Mm-hmm.
Kinshirobi Park was named after the Kinshibori even Canal, part of the South Wurigesu Canal, which could once be found nearby. Sorry for butchering every word. In fact, the area's name, Kinshiko, was also derived from the canal. I want to find out about... Oh, you haven't rolled all the way down? I thought that was
No,
it.
that is all the way down.
Oh. Why has
It
it
does
still
look-
got a red dot, though?
Probably because we need to select something else. There we go.
Go to the man.
Where was that?
Dunno.
Oh, it's not here? Maybe in culture? No.
Go to all.
All?
Oh.
Let's see. I mean, it's... Yeah, I guess he's not here for some reason.
If maybe he's under another section.
Well, this is just all files, I think.
No. Okay.
Here we go. Here we are. Oh, God. We haven't got the time. Oh, you can read this one. This is easy. The storyteller guides those who visit Paranormasight. Everything else about him remains a mystery.
I want to read about Shogawoki.
Okay, let's do that. What's that?
What's all those things happening in the middle?
Interesting.
Shogo is an unremarkable young man entering his third year of working in the planning department at Hikaku Soaps, a chemicals company headquartered in Sumida. Born in western Tokyo to an ordinary family around the same time as the birth of colour TV, he grew up amidst the boom of special effects heavy action films, anime, variety shows, professional baseball and pop music. Shogo graduated from a famous private university in Tokyo and has since settled into an
Apolitical?
Yeah, I know. My tongue went funny.
Apolitical.
Mindset, common among those of his generation, with no strong ideals and no particular dissatisfaction with the world as it develops around him. He is content to just go with the flow, having stumbled into his current position by pure chance. And it is safe to assume he will follow the stereotypical path of working his way up the ladder, starting a family, and remaining at the same company until retirement. He plays folk guitar as a hobby and is currently looking for a girlfriend. I do not trust this girl. She cannot be his girlfriend. She's trying to kill him. Also,
I'm really curious about this little bit here. That's
going to be when we get information about.
It's going to be a secret or something, isn't
about
it?
the thing, the ritual.
All right, so telephone
booth.
These telephone booths are all over town. The lights are always on, so they can be used in an emergency. We don't need to look at that.
That's weird that you would want to read about a telephone box. Do you want to check the night sky?
Oh. That's an interesting looking playground. I bet it's crawling with kids during the daytime, but it's kind of peaceful here at night.
Should we go play on it?
Hello.
You want to recall or just talk?
I don't know how... Oh, I do this. I'm still a little woozy. What the hell is wrong with me? There's a girl here. Who is she? Alright.
Yikes, that was close. If we died before we got our hands on the rite of resurrection, everything will be over before it started.
Alright. Is there something that I haven't not looked at then?
The street lamp? No. The floor?
I can't see anything that's not ticked.
Yo, look at Yoko.
Look at her. That's Yoko Fukunaga. Good. At least I can remember that much. I first met her about a month ago. She's 23, works as a housekeeper, and is really into the occult. If I think harder, I can probably recall a little more about what's going on. Just gonna brush past, like, a red flag there.
I don't know. Loads of people are into the occult. If you were on Tinder and some girl was like, I'm really into murder documentaries, that's like a thing now that everyone's
I guess
into.
you can be into that.
Doesn't mean you practice.
If you're looking to not be murdered, specifically.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean you practice in the murders.
Well, we'll find out exactly how she's into these occults. We've only met a few times, but we've really hit it off. She's a lot of fun to be around. I have no idea how she feels, though. I get the sense she isn't thinking about me that way right now.
Yeah, because she's going to sacrifice
She's also,
you.
like, slowly stepping towards me and then slowly stepping back. But I know I've got a thing for bubbly girls who are into dark things like the occult. There she is, Yoko Fukunaga.
I don't think I like referring to anyone as a fanatic. Like it instantly makes it seem negative. Like, I'm into books. You're like, Vicky is a fanatic for books.
She's a lunatic for books.
Now you can recall that that's what I told you to do.
Oh, okay. Let me think. What can I remember? Okay. Her name is Yoko Fukunaga. We met about a month ago. What's the deal with this park? It was around noon on one of my days off. I had just finished running around, and I was also doing errands in Kinshiko, and was here taking a quick break. I was just looking around absent-mindedly. Oh, okay. Where is she?
It's not that full of kids like he suspected.
No. There she is. When I noticed this girl loitering about.
What are those things?
Graves? She was digging up holes in the sandbox.
I thought they were tents before. It's like, oh, they've got a homeless problem too.
I mean, it does kind of look like tents, doesn't it?
But now they look much smaller.
Yeah. Well, with her next to them. And searching around the playground. She seemed to be enjoying herself talking to the animal figures and petting them on their heads. Are they animal figures?
Like, how old is she?
My curiosity got the better of me before long. She's supposed to be 23, isn't she?
Yeah, so when we met, it was in like a nightclub. But if you just see me in the park and I was talking to animal figures and patting them on the head, do you think you would have like come up to me?
Maybe this guy's got an affinity for those as well. And I struck up a conversation. Hey, are you looking for something?
Huh? Oh, sorry. I must look like a total weirdo. Yeah. No shit. Yeah, I guess you could say I'm looking for something.
If you want, I could give you a hand.
Really? I mean, that'd be a huge help, but sorry about the delay there.
That's alright.
The dogs were being buggers.
I know. But...
Are you really just a good Samaritan? Or are you sexually harassing me?
Huh? Definitely the other thing. What should we say?
I don't know. Why have you approached her? Put yourself into his body?
Definitely the other thing.
You're funny and creepy. Hey, at least you're upfront about it. Okay, I guess I'll let you help me. Be warned, you might regret what you've gotten yourself into.
I'm looking for goat skulls for a for a ritual.
Virgin blood. We're after virgin blood.
No worries. What are you looking for anyway? Did you lose a bracelet or something?
Not exactly. I'm searching for one of the 7 mysteries. Supposedly, this is the location of the Whispering Canal.
The what?
Now I've done it. I bet you think I'm some kind of lunatic. And I don't know whether you noticed, but the music sort of dimmed whilst I was saying that, which is intended
It gave it a very ominous tone. I didn't mean it to come across as weird.
creepy atmosphere. The 7 Mysteries of Honjo. Do you know anything about it? I figured everyone around here would have at least heard of it, but I guess not. Honjo is what the southern part of Sumida is called. A long time ago, this part of Tokyo was split into 2 separate cities. The north part was Mukujima and the south part was Honjo.
Huh. I'm bored now.
Am I boring you?
Well, I'm not a local or anything. I just work around here.
Oh, then no wonder you didn't know.
How did we get so close to the river?
The 7 Mysteries of Honjo is a legend dating all the way back to the Edo period. Edo?
It's like either and either. Really? It's that old? That's like over 200 years ago.
Just like your mama. Oh, I've got your attention after all.
I just assumed it was one of those fake stories made up to chase the occult craze.
I don't blame you. A lot of the popular stories going around are pretty fishy. But the 7 Mysteries of Honjo are different because they're all true.
They're true?
That's what I said. They're the real deal.
So, hold on, what does that mean? Are you telling me there's actually paranormal stuff at work in this park? And I guess we're going to find out next time if there's paranormal stuff at work in this park on Borderline Games. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Paranormasight.
That was very abrupt. I was surprised.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not only the jump scares in the game that you got to watch out for, it's the jump scares next to you. And the ghost that's right behind you. I'll see you next time on Borderline Games. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye everyone.